Welcome back to Grow and Achieve series with Coach and You. Today we will deep dive into inspiration. So once I became aware of my own goal and why it is important for me to achieve it, and then I moved to the second step where I became curious about how and what are the options there for me to achieve it, I made myself ready for the step of intention. And in the step of intention, I made myself a clear and focused promise to start acting and achieving my goal. And of course, if I went through the steps 1, 2, 3 and really invested time in them and reflected on them, I probably already feel quite inspired to get started and acting towards achieving my goal. And yet, if it's not the case, I can still source that inner energy, that inner inspiration that will help me to get started. And for that, I will split inspiration to help you to source it from within into 3. Envision, relax, and teach. Let's take a look. Step number 1, envision. Has it ever happened to you where it seemed like you have a very clear vision and a very clear goal that you want to achieve, and yet you found yourself of not doing so much to make it a reality? Well, in such cases, I usually take 2 steps. One is to come back to the step of awareness and to once again look at that goal and understand why is it important for me to achieve it. So for example, if my goal is to be a better leader, I will go back to the awareness stage and identify why is it important for me to be a better leader, what it will exactly give me. And second step that I use in order to help me to ignite that inspiration for me to start acting towards my goal is visualization. Basically, by imagining the goal and imagining that I already achieved that goal, I'm giving myself a chance to taste it, to feel it, to really understand what will be the impact of me achieving it. So it's a little bit like trying different dresses and seeing if they fit you. So effectively, this is what I invite you to do. When you feel that you're a little bit stuck and lacking inspiration to start acting to achieve your goal, use this power of awareness and visualization to reignite your inspiration and start acting. Step number 2, relax. One thing I noticed about the goals is that sometimes that very strong wish, almost an obsession for it to happen, can actually stop me from achieving my goal. And we will talk about how do we sabotage our own successes next time when we discuss the change step. However, what does it mean relax in the context of inspiration? Has it ever happened to you that at that moment that you learn to let go, learn to enjoy and be in the present moment, be it in a shower, maybe walking on a beach or in a forest, that this is exactly that precise moment when you feel and have that light bulb, that idea, but also it comes with that energy to run, to execute it. That's why I'm inviting you to simply relax into your present moment and claim your present inspiration. Step number 3, teach. Has it ever happened to you where you were explaining your goal or your thinking to somebody else and suddenly you felt that enthusiasm to go and act on it? It is as if the explanation of your goal or dream to somebody else not only triggered the interest in that another person, but also refreshed your own enthusiasm towards the goal. I think it happens also because by explaining or teaching somebody else about my goal, I effectively get much more clarity about that goal myself, and I also understand what will be the impact of the goal if I achieve it. Furthermore, if person decides to ask questions about the dream or goal that I'm teaching about, I can easily then see what are the weak spots in my plans to achieve my goals, or what are the areas that I still need to consider. So, by explaining and teaching about my goal to somebody else, I share my enthusiasm and pass on that enthusiasm to that person, but in return, I refresh my own inspiration to go and act and achieve it. So here it is, the step of inspiration. Feel inspired by devoting some time in imagining that you already achieved your goal. Envision how will it make you feel, and then relax in a moment of presence to enjoy it being true. And finally, I invite you to teach somebody about your goal or dream and see if you can inspire by it somebody else. Ultimately, you can gain either a partner in crime that will join your vision and your dream, or you will get a little bit of more insight about the weak spots of a plan, or maybe some additional things that you need to work on to feel enthusiastic about your goal. And finally, you will feel inspired by gaining that additional clarity about the goal and its impact on your life. Wishing you an inspiration, wishing you to enjoy your life and be well. Thanks.